Derek, it's March 2024. The latest laptop to enter the stable in our home in the UK is a rather mature HP Pavilion G6, dated according to the BIOS 2011. So it's well over 10 years old, 13 years old, let's call it. And the purpose of this video series is to look at how usable is such a laptop in today's world. I'm being assisted this evening by our princess, and she is very busy, as you can see, so she will not be helping. She is just being beautiful as usual. So let's begin. So the first test is of booting a Windows 11 Pro system. This laptop is unchanged since I got it, except for the fact that I've installed a 120GB very cheap SSD. So it's literally a £14, 14GBP SSD, and the memory of 6GB is still 6GB. No changes to the processor. Let's press the start button. Clicks the DVD drive. This is a cold boot, in other words, Windows was not hibernated or fast shut down. And we're auto logging on because that's our clever setup. And I'm going to start the browser, and then we're going to call it a day. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, Dari, in part 3, we're looking at how usable is this HP Pavilion G6 from 2011 in today's 2024 world. So what I'm doing is I'm remote desktoping into the system so I can screen capture it. So there is a bit of a network lag, but I've tried to minimize it because this lovely machine has got a physical Ethernet. So I'm connecting via physical Ethernet with Microsoft Remote Desktop into this system. As you'll see, it's not totally activated yet, but if someone goes for the buy on the system, then of course it will be fully activated with Windows 11 Pro. So I'm hoping that all keys are going to work. I haven't thought about that. Oh no, old Windows X doesn't work. Oh, anyway, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install Firefox. This is running Windows 11 Pro, but it's a skinned down version to make the performance just that slight bit faster. Click on Microsoft Store, and already we've lost visibility of me. That's not good. Let's just fix that, shall we? Okay, so we're going to search for, I've already searched for Firefox but not installed it. There we are. So there's Firefox. Clicking on it. I'm getting it now. Obviously this is a real-time video, so there's no funny business with speeding up the machine. I think this machine is pretty usable. It's not going to set the world on fire, but for basic editing, it's fine. Now, to be reminding all, this machine has been a little bit refurbished with me. I fitted a £15 128GB SSD, and I fitted about another £15 memory card. So we're up to 8GB total memory and 128GB of SSD disk. This machine doesn't support UEFI. Start Mr. Browser. We should have installed Firefox already. See if that works. Don't need to import anything because there's nothing to import. Yeah. Start browsing. now. We search for, and we search for BBC News. And accept that for the situation. BBC News Home. Click. Only God can change this place. Oh dear. Well, it's had 2,000 years. Get religious straight away on a Tuesday morning. And let's go for Mr. YouTube. We're doing it today. We can accept all exceptionally. Doing a terrible at doing demos, aren't I? Oh, let's look at this fantastic channel, shall we? Well, as you can see, it's playing absolutely fine. I think this machine actually comes with some Radeon AMD graphics, but I think to use that would be you know, one step beyond, to be honest. I'm just trying to get a list of videos so we can oh. So as you can see, it works with YouTube absolutely fine. I think one of the criterion these days would be, should prove that. And let's try and go full screen as well, because full screen is more of a test. Jumpers drive 1. We've got between 1 and 4. I've got some extra debug information here on drive 1. It's a bit recursive, isn't it? It's a perfect drive according to many different analyses. So YouTube works absolutely fine. I think when you're using a PC these days, if I think what I would use a laptop for, or just a PC in general, I'll probably be watching YouTube and I'll be using the browser, and that probably accounts for, you know, most of it. I wonder if WhatsApp will install. I don't see why WhatsApp would not install. Let's just that's my third thing that I would recommend one uses the PC for. So you can link your phone to your laptop directly, and then you don't have to, you know, type like this or speak like this to your phone to answer messages. You can just use your PC directly. So you can see the download speed's pretty good. And don't forget, this is a Microsoft Store, so it's actually slower on this. Yeah, open WhatsApp. Get started. So I think this is a pretty damn good machine. So in the marketplace these days, you've got machines like the one I'm selling here for about £70 or £80, which will include a Windows 11 Pro license. So in other words, I'm selling the whole machine for less than the cost of a Windows 11 Pro license. So if you think about it, you're sort of getting a whole free computer, if you like. Or you can get computers like, I have a prop. Wait a minute, I've actually got a prop. I've got a machine which is brand spanking new, and I would say is one of the slower computers because it's new, and obviously you've got to pay for that kind of thing. So this is a Ventura laptop. It's 11-inch screen, quite small and light, so you can put that in your rucksack better. And it's brand spanking new, never really been used ever. That's a similar price, but the speed of this 2020, I think, laptop is way slower than this HP, and that's because the HP's got 8 gigabytes of memory, and this only comes with 2 gigabytes of memory. And as is the case with all new laptops, really, unfortunately these days, bar very few, nothing's upgradable. And again, it's one of the things that I'm sure Lewis Rossman would be proud of me to stay and to give the information. This is done on purpose. This is not by accident. You could quite easily design this laptop with some upgradable components, but they choose not to. So the idea is you just buy a new laptop. That's Apple's play for the last 10 or more years. But yeah, this, back to the point, this is a usable laptop. It can run WhatsApp, it can browse quite easily, it can play videos from YouTube, and that's, I think, you know, nine tenths of it. Obviously, if you use the Google subsystem, you can store all your documents in the Google Cloud, and you can use the spreadsheet and word processor from the Google Cloud environment. So yeah, I think that's proved it all. Can we? Let's go into the Windows Update to see what's cooking. We are completely up to date. And if I do System, and we go down to About, you'll see we've got a machine with 8 GB of RAM with an AMD A8 3500M CPU, 64-bit operating system. This is a 64-bit processor. We're running full Windows 11 Pro with 23H2, so we are pretty much up to date. And all needs to be activated. So yeah, it's a damn fine machine. I would have no hesitation in recommending this machine as an entry-level PC. It's kind of your first PC, and it's under £100. What a bargain.